Hey guys, before I play the podcast, I just wanted to give a few disclaimers. I'm sure you guys have heard about this from my Instagram, but if you haven't, here's the breakdown. My editor Michael, who's my co-host, wasn't able to record this week due to some personal issues. But I still wanted to get some content out to you guys this week like I promised. He'll be back next week, and next week's episode will also be longer. I'll introduce you guys to Michael better in that episode, but for now, this is just a random practice video that we did to work out some of the kinks before we plan on actually recording. Because it was a practice video, we obviously still had a few kinks. One of the main obvious ones being the frame rate, as you'll see later on in the video. For some reason, my frame rate was at nokia level the entire time. So for now, I'm just gonna appear in my godly cat form, ooh, spoopy. Also, my other editor didn't send me the right video file, so Michael's video just cuts out halfway through the conversation. So there's literally just gonna be a point where it's two PNGs talking within this video. Everything was left up to me to edit on my shitty laptop at 1 a.m. on a really shitty editing software. Next week will be way better, I promise. We'll have actual video going, there'll be actual editing, it'll be a full-length episode, and nothing will feel rushed. I just wasn't prepared for today because everything went wrong at the last minute. But until next week when we get everything sorted out, enjoy the short, crappy test pilot of Season 2. Enjoy. Oh wow, I think I broke a wheel on my stroller because how big my testes are.
Imagine having to say that to your parents. It's like, my kid's too big.
Damn, man, that nigga packing. And welcome back to another episode of the Late Night with Nick Thigga podcast, Season 2. To my left, or your right, whatever it is, it's my lovely co-host, Michael Smoot. What's up, Michael?
Boy, skinny penis.
It's your boy.
Back at it again.
Skinny nigga penis.
High energy, amped, cool, little quirky, little witty, you know what I'm talking about, you know, little
That's
witty
TikTok.
comments.
TikTok girl energy. Alright, so I'm stupid, so I didn't write a script for this practice right now, because usually when you do a podcast, you're supposed to like write out a structure of topics to talk about. But I didn't even know if this would work at all. So, you know, we doing it. Here we are. So what's a good topic we can talk about? 5-minute topic. What's better, dogs or cats? Go.
Dogs. I'm sorry, but like dogs, 10 out of 10 times. Like, okay, I'm gonna bring up the fact of that cats literally eat you when you die.
Oh, okay.
So like, let's say
right.
you die.
You're 100% right. Yeah, you are gonna die.
The cat will eat you. The dog will more.
Oh no, I know.
Like,
I know. Do you see me right now? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat you.
God,
on the camera. I'm right here.
Please, bro, just my lips a little closer. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, finish your botched explanation for why cats are better, why dogs are better than cats. So I'm very offended.
I have point 1, obviously. Point 2, I don't know. Let's think about it. Have you ever really owned a cat?
I have a whole colony, bro. What are you talking about?
No. Like, genuinely, as a person, have you ever owned...
Oh, my human form. Oh, yeah, I have. You have?
Really? Can you give me some insight on that? Because I don't think I've ever heard.
I've been around one for a week, and it
was
a week?
Great. That doesn't count. No, you gotta give it.
Bro, look, dogs freaking... At least cats. Cats are potty trained. They'll go to the kitty litter. Dog will just like piss on your carpet. He'll just pee on the carpet.
Okay, but like that could go for any animal, because I mean you got to train them, obviously. You know, I don't know how you train a cat, because I think they just figure it out on their own. They're like,
bro, cats can learn how to pee on a toilet.
Really? Like, actually?
Yes, they can pee on a toilet. A dog can't pee on a toilet.
Cite your sources. Now, let me see it.
Okay, we open up. I'll text you YouTube after the podcast. I'll text you a link to prove it. But
for now, it's cap. Because
there's proof.
No,
bro, you can't pull that on me just because I don't have the sources up. I don't have.
I don't want to hear it. If I don't see it,
my bad for not having it. I have written on a piece of paper like the YouTube link to cat peeing in a toilet just to win this argument every time. I have like a whole giant notebook of sources.
You're like, boom, slap it on my face. Here you go. Here's the facts.
But no, what you said is cap though.
What's cap? What's so cap
No,
about my
dogs are better.
statements?
Dogs are better in every single way, bro.
I'm
We
sorry,
know
did I
this.
just hear you admit dogs are better? Boom,
I
case in
mean,
point,
cats are
I
better,
win.
bro. It's
Boom.
12, bro. It's
No,
1
no, no, no,
a.m.
no, no, no.
It's
You
1
can't just.
a.m.
No, you can't
It's
just
1
change the
a.m.
point. Okay, yeah, okay. It's 1
I
a.m.
messed up my
Who
words. I
cares?
messed up my
You
words.
messed up your words, but you admitted it. Cats
You're
are
racist towards
better.
cats. I'm gonna cancel you like 10 years from now. I'm gonna cancel
I
you
don't.
for saying
I
this on
don't
a
care.
podcast.
Watch me not get canceled.
I'm
I
gonna
don't care what you do.
I'm gonna get a bunch. Even though I hate K-pop stands with a passion, I'm gonna get a bunch to cancel you.
Uh, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but okay, I'll figure it out in the moment. I'm better on my toes than I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with that point, but we're here now.
What do you think about K-pop stands? You cut out earlier.
K-pop stands. As okay, I think you're gonna have to give me a little like insight on what a K-pop stan is, because I'm not too familiar with that term.
Like the cringy 14-year-old who just like sits in her room and like obsesses over K-pop.
Oh, wait. Sorry, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have the perfect example in my head. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but I know what you're talking about.
What's the
I think
example? This episode isn't going up. This is just a practice run.
so there's this girl named, no one really likes her. Still, she somehow still works there. I get that they're like short staffed, but be allowed to fire. It doesn't seem like they fire people, but they should, because they hire some stupid people. I'm not gonna lie, they hire some dumbasses. I can't say the dumbass, but like pretty dumb. Like I go into more detail, but like I don't know how to describe it correctly.
That reminds me of funny. I should probably save this for a legit podcast episode, but whatever. I'll tell the story now. One time I was simping and I was just really down bad when I was a freshman.
Mm.
And there was this girl named. She would dress like she was from the 2000s, the 2K era. She wore like the cowboy pants, the bell bottoms. I remember one time I was simping. We had theater class together, so I'd follow her all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one time I thought I was slick. I wrote a play. I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do this play together. We'd be so good at it." Blah blah blah. And we get all of a sudden we're going over lines and like I'm writing notes in one part, and out of nowhere, she literally just says, "Oh yeah, me and some friends, even though we're all white, we're gonna start our own K-pop group because BTS stands for accepting everybody, no matter what their skin color is and no matter who they are.
I'm sorry,
So we're gonna start
BTS doesn't have that many letters in that acronym,
exactly."
but heard.
They're like, even though we're a bunch of white girls, we're gonna. She literally said, even though we're white, we can still do Korean K-pop. So we're all learning the language of K-pop. The part where it
Oh
gets
my
cringy,
god.
she literally
That
said, "Can I show you a dance from one of our routines?" And obviously, I was down bad and simping, so I said, "Okay, yeah, sure, go on ahead." I kid you
you
not,
were
Michael.
you were like, you can throw it back on me.
No, she didn't even have anything as a problem, bro. She was like pancakes back then, bro. But I was down bad. What am I supposed to do? I was down bad. So we're there, and all of a sudden, she literally goes into a 6-minute dance routine, a K-pop dance routine, in the dark theater room. She did a 10
Wait,
minute.
and
She did
it's
a
just the
6-minute
two of you,
K-pop routine,
correct?
bro. Yeah, she was singing. She didn't even have a backing track. No backing track. She was just going humming the song and singing it. From that moment forward, I've had a vehement racist hate towards K-pop stands.
I bet you wanted her bad at that point. You're like, God, I
Oh
love the
yeah,
way you work
no.
here.
Oh man, my freaking cock was just busting through the
Just
roof, bro.
throbbing. Just
Throbbing through the roof, bro. Yeah, so I was down bad. So yeah. So since that moment, I've never met a normal K-pop stan. Never once.
oh, interesting.
And
Yeah,
they're
I
always
think I've only met one at this point, and I've yet to like that one. So
what bothers me so much about them too was like the fact that they all. Like, well, yeah, like literally haven't met a single one, and they're always the ones who cancel people first, bro. If anyone gets canceled, it's always K-pop stands on Twitter.
really,
Yeah, like
I'm not too cultured in a lot of social
oh
medias.
no, you're fine. You aren't missing.
I have Instagram, and that's it.
You aren't missing out on anything from not being on Twitter. It's like Twitter is a hellhole.
Yeah, it just seems like a wild wasteland.
It's a giant wasteland of poop and boo boo and feces. Just don't even bother with it, bro. It's hell.
I remember, I think I saw my first pair of titties on Twitter, like, because you remember back in the day when, like, they genuinely didn't care about nudity. They were just like, oh, it's there, kind of thing. Like, so I was just, back when I had an actual iPhone, and I was just scrolling through, and I was just like, oh, that was titties. I was like, yep, that's what they look like.
you're like freaking 6 years old, and you're like, oh yeah, it's time. Pulls out the lube.
It's time.
It was time.
I don't think you can really have an erection until you're like hit puberty, right?
Man, you a bitch. You a pussy.
What do you mean? Did you have an erection before that?
Bro, you was a late bloomer, bro. I was 3 years old.
Bro, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. I will start going on a rant if you keep going with that.
I was 1 year old catching bodies, nigga.
Bro, tell me about your armpits. Tell me about your armpits.
Oh man, them shits were like bushes.
No. That's cap. That's such bushes, cap, bro. Bro, there was nothing there for a good year.
Bro, I had a broken leg from how big my balls were when I was a kid. That's a good note to end the podcast on. I had big balls when I was a kid, so I had to get a wheel.
Bro, what is?
I had to get a wheelchair, and I was.
Bro, he was just dragging it across the floor the whole time.
Do you know why they have strollers?
Mm-hmm.
You know about strollers? It's because of me. I invented strollers.
Bro, imagine like you're in the wheelchair, and like, you know, one day like it just gets a little too big, and like it gets caught in the wheel. Oh
God! Oh Mom, I think I broke a wheel on my stroller because how big my testes are.
Imagine having to say that to your parents. It's like, my dick's too big.
The baby just comes out. Damn, man, that nigga packing as soon as the baby comes out. The doctor, he has to pull out like a jackhammer.
The nurse is like, give me a moment. And like she just walks out for 10 minutes and like comes back, and he's like, everyone's in the room like, this really just happened?
The baby just gets up and starts walking.
No, like he uses the pogo stick.
You know, he just gets up, he just daps up the doctor. Yeah.
Damn me up.
Oh, alright. I think that's a good note to end this shit on.